Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Mindustry, where we're gonna continue in the Erekir side of things here for just a little bit longer. I really want to get into some of the closer to end game content, and it's not this. Where were we just last time? Not here. Where's my most recent zone? Was it this one? No. This one. This was our most recent zone. Or was it? No, this was not our most recent zone. Man, I'm losing track of all my things. Was it Crevice? It was Crevice. Where we left off last time, we were just doing a whole bunch of things. I actually kind of forget because it's been a long time since I played, but we do have a Surge blueprint. We have a Carbide Crucible, which doesn't really need a blueprint. It's just 3 inputs, and I can just copy and paste some things from other blueprints for the heat and things like that. We have the Nuclear Fusion Furnace blueprint, and then, of course, the Kiloton Forge also doesn't really require a blueprint, but I do have one made for it, maybe 2 even. And then there's this behemoth of a thing, the Voltrium Blast Furnace, which has byproducts and all the things, and I was saying that, man, I need a blueprint for that, and I'm gonna try to make a blueprint for that. And that would be this. This is the blueprint. It is a hell of a thing, and it requires a little bit of weird routing for all of the slag and everything else. But essentially what this monstrosity is actually capable of is it takes slag as an input, it takes the thorium, it takes the silica, it takes the sand, it takes the slag, it takes everything in as input and gives it to the Voltrium furnace and just makes it work properly. I can't really explain it other than that. It just kind of works. But the wonderful thing about it is because of the fact that the Silica Arc Furnace, the Kiloton Forge, and the Surge Crucible are all directly adjacent to the Voltrium Blast Furnace, that tungsten and silica byproduct, the tungsten goes into the osmium creation, the Kiloton Forge, and then the silica goes into the Surge as a priority input coming out of this thing, so that the extra materials at the end don't end up backing up at all, which is super duper nice. And I don't have to worry about those byproducts, which is just great. However, this is an absolute monstrosity of a blueprint. And it takes up a lot of space, and it takes up a lot of surge, or slag, rather, and it takes up a lot of, the hydrogen as a result of that as well, and boy, is it just a whole thing. It's really just a whole thing. But back to where we were just at, which was Basin. So in Basin, the last time that I was at the Basin, this unit was broken. The Soltux Bulwark was not operating properly, and now you can see that it does operate properly. This thing doesn't seem too bad overall. Let me see if I can find him in the core database list here. He would be somewhere. Helios? I don't. It's the Helios. What is it? What's the unit for this? It is the Helios. So where was that? There it is. The Helios. So the Helios can mine thorium on the walls, which is nice overall. It's got a decent build speed, very good mine speed. It's got 20 damage roughly per second, probably 25-30 damage per second-ish. 25, I think, in all honesty. Math works. And it can fly, it can shoot, it can't shoot and fly, it can control units, all the things, but it is also a unit that can be damaged. But the thing that I want to show off is the Soltux Fortress down here, which I was actually able to build. What's going on here? I jumped in and it all stopped. Why did it all stop? Why is it like I'm in pause view? What's crack-a-lackin' here? The Solar Vanquisher is the unit for this. It's got 50,000 health. What's going on? Why is this not working? I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. Why is it not working? That's probably something I'm gonna have to talk to the mod dev about. The dev team, because I don't have a unit, and I can't hit V to respawn. Can I do? All right, well I can do that, so that's nice. I don't know what that's about. Maybe we'll have to check that out another time. So right now, the next thing that we need to go to is Siege, which is an extreme threat and an enemy base. I believe Siege is the one where it's split into two. Yeah, 2 parallel canyons that will force a 2-pronged attack. Research cyanogen to gain the capability to create even stronger tank units. Caution, enemy long-range missiles have been detected. The missiles may be shot down before impact. So, in order to actually be able to do that, we're gonna have to launch, first of all, from this zone, because this has all of our things on it, and then research cyanogen and do all the things. I really want to see how the modded units do, especially because of the fact, sorry, I haven't played in a while, I keep navigating things wrong. I really, we've already seen the magma, we've already seen the photosphere, I really want to do the Sultux mech assembly, or the tank assembly, and really try to do the tier 4 and possibly even tier 5, because this requires, I'm pretty sure, the other things. Where is it? There's the tank assemblies. Let's take a look here. It can make the lavas with tungsten walls and the tier 1 tanks, and with a module tier 1, which here's the tier 1 upgrade module, not too much cost overall. But then also requires, I bet those are vulcanite walls, and then those are probably the other walls. They're either the tungsten walls or they're the vulcanite large walls. Probably the large primordium iron walls, which would just be super expensive. But I really want to try it. I really want to try those guys out. I really want to try it out. So I think more than likely what I'm probably going to end up doing is just the lavas, the tier 4 tanks, and just really see how that goes. Because they only require the ignition forge, which is just beryllium and sand to make the vulcanite. And yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit of the primordium iron. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Let's see here. The nuclear fusion furnace only requires heat, so we could do electric heaters. Alright, cool. Game plan set. I'm gonna go get started. I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, progress made. I actually had to restart the zone because I placed this rotated into here. And obviously that means that the tanks will not be constructed, which is just a small problem. It's just a tiny problem, just a little problem. Not that big of a problem, but you know, just a little problem. So yeah, I fixed that by restarting, unfortunately. I'm actually rather sad about the fact that I had to restart because it just is pain to restart zones this large. But, you know, here we are. We did it. we're back. And I have some defensive lines that I'm going to just be steadily making upgrades to as the enemy production scales, including but not limited to upgrading the walls from tungsten to large primordium and, you know, so on and so forth. I already have a regen projector, so I'm not really super worried about that. Everything here is water-cooled, so it is faster. Same thing on this side. And then over here, we do have our Tier 4 tanks with the Soul Tux assembly being utilized, which is actually quite nice. I believe they're called the Lava? Yeah, the Lava. So if we go into our core database here, I don't think we actually have... Yeah, we do. We have the Lava here. So it's 120 damage, and it fires at 2 per second. So that's basically 240 DPS, which is quite nice. 60 area damage, and also it establishes the Molten effect for 8 seconds. So I'm rather excited to have these guys up and running here very, very shortly. And they're just kind of gonna absolutely demolish everything in their path. Here's hoping. I doubt that they'll actually do that good overall, but, you know, they're definitely going to be better than nothing. And the way that I have this set up is I have the 2 heat constructors here that are making the smaller tanks and then shooting them across. And then I also have the payload mass drivers for the tungsten walls being utilized as well. And look at this beefy guy. Absolute beefcake. I love him so much. Like, seriously, this just looks great. And while I technically could have gone on ahead and gone for the Tier 1 upgrade... Oh, no, I couldn't have gone for the Tier 1 upgrade module because I don't have thorium yet. However, later in the next episode, we will be able to do. My question is whether or not it's gonna be worth it for me to... establish more turrets over here, or establish a little bit of a defense on this side with units. And I think the answer to that is going to be yes. However, the ship refabricator is not available, which is a little bit of a problem. I could do the Soul Tux factory, and I could do, like, the heats, and then the upgrade to the heats using the reconstructor, the Molten. But overall, I don't really know how good that would be. There's the heat, the eruption. Where's the Molten? That's the volcanic. Where is the Molten? There it is. It's 108 damage per second with 4 pierce. So that's actually not bad overall. And it is pretty decently cheap. So I think I actually will go on ahead and do. So I'm going to set that up. We're just going to wait for more of these guys to get constructed. I'll probably wait until I've got like 5, and then I'll go on ahead and launch an assault over on the other side over there. But for right now, I'm just going to get these guys upgrading. Of course, they need hydrogen and all the good stuff. So I'll be back momentarily, and then we'll end today with an assault. It's time. We have 5. Begin the assault. Well, first I need to route them all out of their cage, and then begin the assault. Begin the assault! No. Group first. Begin the assault! Holy shit. They're fantastic! Look at them go! Look at their projectiles! Alright, get back. Whoa, what the hell are you guys going? Holy cow, look at their damage! This is amazing! And their health too, man, that's awesome! I am gonna make myself a tiny, and I do really mean tiny forward operating base out here. I could probably defend it with with some of this. So I can do this, and then I can do this, and get them to move a little bit so that I can actually design properly here, and do that, and do that. And then just do this, and then do this. Kind of cage it all in here. And then I gotta wire it all up together. Ah, perfect. No, pull him back, get him out of there. Now get him out of the build. Oh my gosh, they just shred these things. Like, they seriously do. They just absolutely shred. Now, this forward operating base is mainly going to be for the healing aspect of things here. Because healing is going to be extremely important for my units as we make our forward assault. But these guys are going to be perfect. And then once we get the T5s with the T1 modules, it's going to be even better. Look at their damage output, man. That's awesome. What? Oh, I'm out of tungsten. Well, that's fine. I'll just make the rest of them all beryllium walls, I guess. I guess down here they can be blast doors, but again, I'm gonna need tungsten for that, so whatever. Oh, right, and of course, I need to actually route in the water. I almost forgot about that part. I was like, why is nothing here working? There we go, and that's like a basically net positive right there. That's fine. Now I can have the tanks automatically go up there, but then I'm going to leave one behind for defensive purposes. How bad was the counter assault on this side? Not even bad at all. Alright, we're moving up. And then I did reset that. Yes, I did. Alright, cool. Look at their damage output. They're just shredding through things. And the splash damage, too. I think the splash damage is probably the best part of things here. Those sublimates will absolutely demolish me, though, is the thing. Ooh, so will that. I don't know if they have anti-rocket capabilities. Bro, look at the shells. They're ejecting shells. Look at that. They can. They do have anti-shelling. They have anti-rocket capabilities. Come on, get rid of it. Alright, one of them's starting to get a little bit low, so I'm gonna pull back here. Pull back. Nice! I got the core. Alright, pull back, pull back. You, 2, 3. It's really all of them, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's really all of them. Do I have any more yet? No, it doesn't look like I do. I was like, if I have any more, I can use them. I can use, like, a new, fresh one to kind of cover. I guess I'll use these two to cover my land here, and then I'll go heal these guys up. Nice, very nice. And then I can move them up here. I am gonna stop and take this core spot. Get rid of the T2 tanks first, they hurt the most. Then get rid of the T2 crabs, because they're trying to shoot down projectiles right now. Now, the one thing that I learned that is rather helpful is the fact that just one of these, I can also protect it with some walls here from the big bad, you know, rockets that are going to come in. Just one of these is enough to out-heal the damage done by the rocket turret. And then a regen projector will also suffice for the same. So there we go, forward operating base number 2. And let's watch that rocket come down again. How much health do these things have, man? This is awesome. Where are they? There they are. How much health do you have? 14,000 health? Oh my gosh! Okay, cool. So they did not just take that down. Let me go into the research tab here, because we do have this. This is our next research thing for the tier 4 tanks, which are the Vanquish. 11,000. Okay, so it's not that much more than the vanilla units. That is still balanced. But, oh my gosh, that was way more health than I was expecting it to be. Also, you can see that that already has out-healed the rocket that was coming down. Let's wait for another one here and see if they shoot it down now that they have no other interferences. It looks like they're trying to, but they're not quite getting there. Let's go on ahead and give them some more walls, just so that they're really, really properly defended here. I see some thorium poking out to our right over here. That's going to be nice. This is definitely going to be the thorium forward operating base. And then you can see down here, these guys are still doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they're trying, but I don't think they're quite making it. So I'm going to pull them away from the wall. That way the regen projector takes all of the damage there. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is so amazing. I'm going to wait for this last tank to start rolling his way up there, and then that is actually where I'm going to end for today. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, but without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Come on, get in the right position for the screenshot. Nice. Later, y'all.